We get back to the moon, and when we get back to Mars, or we haven't gone to Mars.
Breaking today,
Yeah.
Carson Vickeroy has
Apparently
been to Mars.
somebody's been to Mars.
Well,
that'll be pretty cool. No, I mean, I'm not much of a space guy, to be honest. I do like going out and watching the stars and everything, but I do think it's all pretty cool. I used to watch the shuttle launches.
you don't feel like strapping into a rocket that'll launch you into space?
If I didn't have to pay for it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we just need to become billionaires.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, Bezos, we're talking to you. Temperature-wise, we're in the upper 80s and lower 90s right now. Quitman is at 91 degrees. It's 88 in Pittsburgh, 88 in Dangerfield, 88 in Atlanta, 92 in Jefferson. As we look further to the south, 88 in Southeast Tyler, 91 at Tyler Pounds Airport. So if you're heading outside for an outdoor lunch, well, folks, you are going to get sweaty. So I would stay indoors and stay in that AC because it's needed on this first day of fall. 94 in Henderson, it's 91 in Mount Enterprise. Knack, you guys are at 90 degrees. It's 90 in Elkhart. We're at 91 in Palestine, 91 in Crockett, 89 in Kennard, and some more lower 90s further to the south. This is the difference maker, though. Folks, look at this humidity. Dew points are in the upper 60s and lower 70s, so it feels a little warmer than it actually is, but nothing like what we saw a couple months ago. So at least there's that. At least it's not as bad as July and August were when we had triple digits sometimes for several days in a row. Now, today, your forecast highs, they are in the upper 90s, which will approach record levels. You can see in 2005, that was a very hot day across all of East Texas, but we clocked in at 100 degrees in Tyler. In 37, however, it was a warmer day in Longview, 102, and again, that was 85 years ago to the date. 103 was the record high set back in 2005 there in Lufkin. We're probably not getting anywhere close to that. But for tonight, here's tonight's forecast. We are in the upper 90s through about 6 o'clock. We'll drop to about 90 by 8. By 10, we're at 83 with those mostly clear skies. So if you're heading outdoors, it's not going to be too bad. I mean, I do expect a front to move through. That should drop some of that humidity that's really been rough over the last couple of nights, and it will feel quite comfortable, but that humidity returns as we head into the weekend prior to that front arriving as we move into your Sunday. Next 2 to 5 days, we will have something in the Caribbean, I think, about a 90% chance that it develops within the next 5 days. And as I mentioned before, it will be very interesting to see where exactly this storm goes. Here are the spaghetti plots, which are basically just individual model runs, or at least a model average of where exactly these storms may go as far as those tropical models go. A lot of them, I would say, take it into the eastern Gulf, but, you know, there's been a little bit of a westward trend with some of these plots there. So I would still keep an eye on it, even if you do live inland in East Texas, because this will likely affect the Gulf Coast at one point or another. It just depends on how severe it's going to be and how strong the hurricane's going to be as well, and the timing of it, obviously. Here are the monthly rainfall totals. Pretty sad for Tyler and Longview. Lufkin, we're hanging on to an above average reading, which gets us to our drought monitor. Not a major change from what we had last week, but still, western counties are in a drought. So that was last week. This was this week. You can see a little eastward expansion, but really no difference at all. Over your next several days, 90s across the board. Front arrives Sunday, much less humid on Monday as that front moves in that we discussed. Deep East Texas, similar trend. Plenty of sunshine, could use the rain. Doesn't look like we are going to get it through next week. For the latest weather forecast, you can head on over to KETK.com.